What's up, everyone? It's Charles, aka Chachi Power. I'm making a quick video log in my work attire. As you all know, I have a huge collection, and I recently spent way too much on getting some, specifically the Dioja, which was not cheap, and it caught me by surprise. I know there was a delay, but it caught me by surprise. So basically, it's come time that I purge a lot of my collection. But as most of you know, most of my stuff is stored away. I don't get to look at it, and there's bills to pay. I got a kid, had to pay a big phone bill today, which wasn't cool, and the phone bill was actually higher than what it cost me to get the two Diojas that I have. So that was not fun. So I came to the realization that some stuff has to go. So for all my viewers, you guys will get first crack at the stuff that I'm selling. I'm going to do a video. First, I got to organize everything downstairs. I started to yesterday, and I found a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, what am I doing with this? Cool stuff, but stuff I'm never really going to get to mess around with or display. So it's probably better off to sell it to somebody out there that might want it. And yeah, so I think that's better than just keeping it stored away, get some cash in my pocket, and before it gets really bad, because I'm going to make a vlog, because I'm sure I'm not the only one out there that collects a lot, and sometimes it feels like it can take over your life. And in this instance, I feel like it is. I love making the videos for you guys, and I'm going to continue to do so. You're not going to see really a slowdown of stuff coming in. I'm just going to be a little more picky. I'm not going to buy stuff that I think is just cool. Like, for example, I got the Batman back there. I had the Joker on pre-order, very close to getting the Batmobile, which would have been a ridiculous purchase. So I just kept this guy. So in other words, I'm still doing my thing, just I don't need everything. So yeah, it's mostly going to be robots and stuff I've reviewed for Collection DX that I've gotten that I don't necessarily need. So in that respect, it'll make the things much cooler. A lot of people, I don't consider myself a celebrity to any extent in the review world. Maybe outside of the review world, I'm sort of a big deal. But where was I going with that? Yeah, I mean, I could sign the boxes. People enjoy when I sign the boxes. Personalize it a bit. So I can do that too, just to make the purchases more special. And on top of that, you can tell your friends, hey, this was in a review. If I did review it, I'll let you know if it was on Collection DX or my channel, whatnot, whatever. If you guys even care about stuff like that, just to make the purchase a bit sweeter. So it's going to take me a while to organize everything and separate what's being sold and what's being kept. But like I said, you guys get first crack as subscribers and viewers. And then everything else will go on eBay, or I'll sell it at conventions or something. I do plan to go to more conventions, so I can do that. But I definitely want my subscribers, my viewers, to have first crack at everything. There's going to be some solo Chigokins. I'm kind of deciding whether I should sell my other Daitarn. I have a Daitarn solo Chigokin. Daitarn is my favorite character, so it would be a little tough to separate myself from them, because eventually I do want to display one in robot mode and one in uncombined mode. But when push comes to shove, things have to go. There's a couple of car things. Anybody out there that has 240s, I have rims, I have exhaust and stuff like that if you're interested. But stuff like that I want to sell like locally, so you guys can just pick it up. But anybody in New Jersey has a 240SX, wants parts, I got parts. But everything else just collection purging. Way too much crap. What you see, like when I do those vlogs, you see me sitting in front of the collection, that is nothing. That is nothing compared to my entire collection. I think you guys would probably pass out, you know, for at least the majority of you, because some of you may have ridiculous collections too, but yeah, it's a little too much, and it's a little tough. You know, I'm getting older. It's a little tough to just concentrate everything around collecting. It's not the same as it was before. So yeah, this is in no way a video saying that I'm getting out of the whole business of reviewing. Believe me, I'm not doing that. I'm not stopping my collecting. Just it has to get more streamlined. I can't just you know, buy a Transformer just because it's a Transformer. You know, I have to pick out the characters I really like. I can't buy. I kind of stopped buying Chogokin just because they were Chogokin. Otherwise, I would be full of Super Robot Chogokin figures. Thankfully, most of them I don't like. Because they're doing like a lot of Super Sentai stuff. Not really into that stuff. But yeah, I have to cut down. And I got a lot of duplicates of a lot of stuff. So duplicates definitely gone. So you know, whatever. I'll make the video soon. Obviously, like I said, you guys get first crack. First person to contact me about them gets first chance at it. But as usual, you know, some people will be like, oh, you know, can you do this? Can you do that? And then they don't buy it. So I'll definitely keep everyone in mind that does want a specific item. But cash talks. You know, whoever makes the payment first gets it. But I don't know. I think this, yeah, I think that's it for the review. We should probably get back to work. Yeah, so I guess that's it. If you have any questions, comments, guys, leave them below. Any concerns? I know a lot of you are like, oh, here we go. But I do want to have a special vlog coming up to talk about these types of things in case it's something you guys are going through. Everybody in their collecting, you gets to a certain point where you just say, this is a little bit crazy, got to tone it down. Or some people end up just getting out of it altogether. I definitely don't want to get out of it. I just, time to purge. Time to purge. And I think I mentioned this in another video log, that it was time to purge. And that's when it was, I was looking at it and thinking, it's getting up there. But now it's definitely, you know, today was a wake-up call when I didn't have money to pay bills. So, you know, because, you know, you place pre-orders on stuff that are expensive, and all of a sudden you get the bill and you kind of have to pay it, you know. You don't want to look bad to the people you're ordering from, you know, because you want to order from them in the future. But you also want to pay your bills. So after all that is said and done, you know, you're scrounging around to get gas, and that's not cool. So if you find if you find yourselves doing that, you know, feel free to contact me. You know, if you want help. This sounds like one of those anonymous, Alcohol Anonymous, whatever. But yeah, really, speaking of that, and I will touch on that in the future video log. It can, you know, get to the point where it's really bad. You know, I thankfully can realize when it's getting bad. You know, some people out there can't. I've seen people that do reviews, popular people, they literally buy stuff just to buy it. You know, as you all know, my Chachi Power channel centers around, you know, like action figures. It started off with the robots, but then I started doing so many different things on it that I just said, you know what, let me keep certain things on Chachi Power and robots on Rocket Punch Army. So at least I'm sort of concentrated mostly on robots, but some people buy everything. Every line of action figures, every line of, or every figure in Hot Toys, and, you know, regardless of whether they're really into it or not, they just buy it just because it's a release in the line. So it's all stuff I'm going to talk about, you know, even though I'm talking about it here, I will talk about it in another vlog. I want to do it today while, you know, all this is in my mind. So stay tuned for that later tonight, guys. And yeah, don't worry, I'm still going to make videos. Don't take this video as a negative. Just think of it as a positive. some of my collection is going to go out to people who can appreciate it more. It's going to be probably a good amount of Transformers, because there's a lot of Transformers I bought and I haven't even opened them, and there's nowhere to put them. So we'll see which ones I fish out of that. There's going to be some Shogokin. There's going to be some Robot Spirits, SH Figure Arts maybe. Just whatever I find. You guys will find out about it. But stay tuned for the vlog tonight, especially if you feel that collecting is getting out of hand. So stay tuned. This looks really weird. It's a little peepee. It's a little peepee dancing. Anyway, yeah. If I do that at work, I'd probably get fired. But stay tuned for that, guys, and thanks for watching.